All righty. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had a great time in your last breakout, your last choose your own adventure. And thank you for joining me for this next part of your adventure. We're just super excited to have everybody here, especially since this is kind of a new adventure for us too, as creators of this stuff. We don't want to spend a lot of time talking at you. We feel like it's much more valuable for you to share your experiences with one another. That said, I am going to talk at you for a minute just to tell you what kind of is the idea of this breakout that we're doing. So please bear with me. Whoops, as I knock things over in my office as well. So one of the things that we have noticed this year collectively as educators, whatever our role, is that building community is tricky. In a digital kind of world. I remember from my years in the classroom, I was 15 years of middle school teaching. I thought this year, I'm like, what would I do if I had a new class of special ed sixth graders, which is what I did for a while. And, how would I get them to open up to me? That was reflected in the questions that people were asking Brooke as well. I think that everybody can relate to this. And we're hoping that by having not just teachers in the room, but paraeducators, administrators, counselors, tech folks, everybody, we want to know how we can all help each other and what ideas we can come up with in all of these ideas around our theme. So hoping that this will be an interesting discussion. So what we're going to do today, and we're actually going to kind of combine, I think, level 1 and 2 here because it seems to work better. But I'm going to give you access to this slideshow, and you're going to be able to make comments on it to have kind of a shared or social reading experience together. What we have here is a collection of ideas about whoops, if I could get my slideshow to respond. There we go. A collection of ideas about how to build relationships virtually. It's just this one website that we thought had a really cool collection. And we just pulled kind of a section of that out and put it in the slideshow. You are welcome to go look at that website and look at the whole collection as well. But we're focusing on a few of them that are in this slideshow. And what I'll be asking you to do is to just look through these. You'll have access so you can go at your own pace. Read about an idea. Maybe you will decide that you have a comment that you want to make. And you can see, because this is our second go round with this activity, we've got some really cool comments in here already, which is fun because you get to see what others have done. But if I want to do a comment, just in case you haven't done this with Google Slides, I don't want to assume that you can, you just have to select a word. And then you can do the right click or 2-finger click if you have a trackpad, or control click, command click if you're on a Mac, and you can select comment. And then you can say whatever you want to say in the comment box, hopefully something more germane than what I just put in. And your comment will be there. You can reply to other people's comments, which is really great. And you can even tag other people with an @ sign if you want to, if they're logged in. So that's a fun way to do a social read in a slideshow, not necessarily just in a document. And you all can share ideas about this. So I am going to be quiet and set my timer for 5 to 6 minutes and let everybody take a look at this slideshow. And the way you get at that is this bit.ly link. It says bit.ly/ren-community. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat as well, because I know some districts, networks, and some people's networks don't take kindly to URL shorteners. I am going to put the full ugly link in the chat, so you can also click on that if you like. And so I'm going to give you a few minutes just to kind of skim through the slideshow. Just so you know, each one of these has a link, a couple of links in them. And wherever it says more detail, it's just going to take you back to that main website in case you want to read a little bit more about what they said about it. All right. Any questions before we go forth boldly? We boldly go. Just nerded out myself. All right, go ahead and skim on through. If you have a question about what to do, all you need to do is load up, click on that link that I just put in the chat, and you'll have this slideshow in front of you. Again, just go through the slides at your own pace and read the ideas. And if you see something that you is similar to what you've done, or if you have an idea to share about it, or just a thought in reaction to that idea, you can go ahead and put it in a comment. And as you scroll through, just in case this wasn't clear, if you have it in presentation mode, you won't see the comments. But if you're looking at it like this with kind of all the slides down the side and the big slide over here, you'll be able to see comments that are already there. I hope that helps. For you to talk in a really big group. And so every voice can be heard. We like to kind of use our breakout rooms for that. So I will be sending you all into breakout rooms. And once you're in there, you can share ideas, just make connections, talk about, hey, I tried this. And if you tried it, I'd like to know how it went. And maybe we could connect offline because that's what this is. This is a network and we want you all to be able to communicate with one another. We are not the keepers of the knowledge. We just want to facilitate you all teaching and learning from each other. So I'll send you into breakout rooms and I will pull you back in just a few minutes before the end of our time just to say goodbye. But if you happen to wander off before then, nobody's going to be mad at you. And if you do that, thank you again for coming to this breakout and to coming with us tonight. And we'll see you in your regional gatherings, which will be the last part of this gathering for tonight. All right, I'm going to send you off into your breakout rooms. You'll get a invitation to join. And if you have any trouble joining, just let me know and I will pop you over into a room.